Thank you for stopping by, and this is a review on the Sacha Kamaflage foundation. If you'd like to hear my experience in using this Sacha product, please keep on watching and don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed. And thank you so much if you're new that you're stopping by, and go ahead and thumbs up this video for reviews. So let's get started. So this foundation was purchased at Pennywise in Trinidad and Tobago, and the cost that I paid was $50 TT, which is less than 10 US, and works out to maybe just about $48, or maybe just a little tad bit less. And I saw that they had quite a lot of shades, maybe about 20 different shades. My shade was Perfect Tan, and it was a little difficult. They had testers, but it was still a little difficult because in the past Sacha foundations actually oxidized on me, so I was not sure about anything. If you've watched my reviews and my videos from number of years, you realize that I spoke about the acne scarring and all that stuff that I presently have came because I was using Sacha Cosmetics makeup, and I stopped for a number of years, and I decided to recently just try it out because I heard a formula change and that they had a wider range of products and they welcome more experience now in the industry. So I thought that I would definitely try it out and see how well these products work, because I use a lot of foreign products, foreign brands, and review them, and I always skip over Sacha and Arista. So I thought I'll start with Sacha and just try out some of their products. One of the very first product that I did purchase from them was their Ben Nye banana powder dupe, which was the buttercup powder, and then I just decided, hey, I was gonna step out and try their products. This was one of the foundations that was recommended to me. This is the Camouflage foundation, this, and I think the cream to powder foundation or something like that, and then someone told me try the Second Skin. And quite frankly, I just decided to go with this one first, and then I said maybe I'll try the others, but based on my experience with this. So if you want to continue here about what exactly happened when I started using this product, please keep on watching. So I'll insert here now a clip of me applying the foundation with a beauty sponge. As you can see, I was a little overwhelmed with how oily and greasy my face looked, and that was with a wet sponge. So I felt maybe because the sponge was wet, it was adding extra moisture to the skin, so I decided to try one of my flat top kabuki brushes. So here's a clip of how it applied with the flat top kabuki brush. So the application was slightly different with the kabuki brush. It was less wet and moist, and I did two techniques when I did use the kabuki brush. I actually, after priming my face, I did blot my face, and the brush wasn't wet. So I'm thinking that less moisture added was better, in that I did blot out the excess moisture on my face, and with the brush it was not wet or moist, so that, you know, when it applied on my skin, whatever moisture the foundation had was pretty much what you saw. Again, you did see my skin shiny, glowy, almost appearing to be greasy and oily, which is generally not something that anyone wants. You do want glowy, radiating skin, but you don't want to look oily and greasy. And also, I'm oily combination skin, so which makes it even worse for someone like me to actually even look more glowy. I have large pores, I have acne scarring, so I do not need anything radiating from my face. So with the first application, which I used the beauty sponge, after I finished put on foundation and concealer, I did take a tissue. I think I even set it, and then I took a tissue to blot my face. As you can see, that paper towel was like drenched with like foundation or whatever it was. It just absorbed in, and that same tissue is what I actually use when I'm pressing pigments to take out the extra alcohol. So I know it's super absorbent, and it just soaked up to me. Like I felt like it was like half the foundation that I was using on my face came off, which kind of was scary. And even after that experience, my face remained greasy. I did try it out for like half of a day, and I did have to go and take off my foundation because my face felt so greasy, so really sticky, that I felt everything that was in the environment was just running and clinging onto my face. My face felt really icky and awful at the end, like about halfway through the day. And just so you know, I work in AC. I am in a closed environment, and I was so glad for that. Had it been a day where I had to drop the kids to school, pick them back up, run errands, be in the outdoors, and with the heat, because it's really hot here in Trinidad, with the heat in the environment and bugs and insects and pollen, and can you guys imagine how my face felt now after half of the day of being just like greasy and oily with stuff? I really felt that stuff was clinging on to my face. I really had to, like at lunchtime, take my break and go home and wash the foundation, everything off my face. What was the end result? The end result was a little catastrophic for me, because I went through a couple months without any breakouts on my face whatsoever. My face was actually healing. I was able to start getting my face smooth by using just like scrubs and all these things on my face, and here I started having pimples popping up, like I got crazy. So after I went home and I washed everything off, I did put on my Rimmel Stay Matte. And after that, I decided to air out my face for 2 days, which meant I was going to go without makeup, foundation, BB cream, just moisturizer and primer on my face to work, to do errands, everything like that, because my face needed to cleanse. In addition, I did mask. I did a lot of exfoliating and purifying mask. I drank lots of water, and I was able in a couple days to get my face clear up. However, I'm wearing the foundation again today, which means that I really have to take it off very soon. And I did create did I get right with me to show you how I created this eye look in case you're interested. But when I take off this foundation again, I will definitely see how it works. For this is like my 4th time using it. I really, after my first experience in using it, I really was elated. It did feel greasy and oily. I said, okay, nothing the rice powder and blotting can't do. And I realized that I had to blot a little bit with the rice powder. It did help it to settle a bit, but after like 3-4 hours, I was getting greasy again. And the rice powder was not in a weekly basket, and because I was experimenting, I literally stopped, and I had to start using the stuff that was in my basket. And I actually just tried playing around, and the 3rd time is when I realized that my face broke out, and I give it a no-no. What I really did love about it was that the color selection was amazing. As you can see, it matches my skin tone almost perfect. I don't have to really use a powder that is tinted or colored or even slightly darker than my skin tone, because it just matched really well. I loved that it matched really well. Even when I was testing it out, the girl said that you find that Sacha foundations really match well. And I'm just going to show you. That's a little tiny icky bitty thing, but this foundation is so thick and creamy. You can see I just placed it there, and it's like glistening and shining. The foundation is really creamy. It is thick. You can get almost full coverage. If you put on this and then you put on like my Jordana, I said your and then I said mine, our Jordana powder. I know some of you went and purchased it, the Jordana pressed powder, then you're gonna have like full coverage concealer, full coverage foundation. It is medium to full coverage, and you can pack it on your face. That's why you find that some individuals using Sacha foundations look like if they have a mask on. If they're not matched correctly, you can see how thick layer kind of thing. I don't like that, and I find it's too heavy for me. I I have been accustomed to using medium to full coverage foundations for the last 5-6 years. I use the MAC Pro Longwear, the MAC Studio Fix. I use Revlon Color Stay. I use CoverGirl 3-in-1. And those are medium to full coverage foundations, but this is so heavy and oily and greasy on the face that it's not pleasant at all. I was so disappointed with this foundation. I really wanted to go screaming and throwing it away right away. But I've heard that this foundation works. Some people say it works well for them. So I really was saying, okay, let me just give it a fair chance. If you are really, like, you have dry skin, then this will work. This should work really amazing for you. So I'm not going to totally throw it out. I will be going on vacation in December to the US where it's winter and my skin does get dry and I have to use extra moisturizer. I will try it again then and see how it goes, maybe, and do a blog post or something on my page and update it and tell you guys how it works then. But I'm going to keep it around for a little bit longer just to test it out with a different temperature, different climate. Maybe it works well in the US because all the bloggers that I saw review this foundation were from the US and they were raving about how well it was working with their skin tone. I remember seeing one reviewer, she said she had oily combination. That is what really and truly provoked me by, and I said, oh wow, if you have oily combination, which I do, you know, then it's gonna work amazing because that's my skin tone. And I was really disappointed in that, so I really want to test it out outside of Trinidad and see how well it works, and I will let you guys know that. But all in all, this is not something I'm going to be using back until I'm in a different environment, and I really don't like it. I really don't like it. I would give this just a 2 out of 5 because one, it does come in a really nice, the packaging is very slim and I like it for storage. This can fit very nicely in my collection because, you know, check my vlog channel, you'll see how much foundations I have. I am actually doing a decluttering and this is just added to that, and it fits very nicely. It's not bulky or anything like that. So I like the packaging. I like the fact that you can squeeze the product out. I like the fact that there were testers I could try and that I can use to see it, to see how much it is. And I think I like the variety. The color range that they had was really more for medium, darker skin tones, whereas a lot of foundation cater for like fair to medium, and you have couple dark shades and not a lot. Sacha has a lot of dark skin tones because it looks what they class as ethnic people foundation. That's what the girl told me, and I'm just repeating it, and that's from the Sacha Image Center in West Mall. And I just give this a 2 out of 5. I don't like it. I don't know if my feelings are going to change if I use it in a different environment or if I use it elsewhere. I will definitely let you guys know, but as it is now, I don't like it. Wouldn't recommend you to get it, and I really don't want to go and purchase any more Sacha foundations. I think that Sacha can, if they want to, they can play around with this and just take out whatever it is that has all that moisture. I'm not sure if it has like glycerin and all that, because it does feel, it has beeswax in it. It has lanolin, and I don't know if that is what is really making it this glossy, and it's like eking me that it's on my face still, and I so want to take it off. So this is a long awaited review. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And I didn't read what it does because I just took a brainwave and just started talking about it and telling you my experience, because it was like, I want to get it out to you. But it says provides maximum coverage, which it does give you pretty good coverage. Easily conceals marks, acne, and tattoos. It is yellow base and fits like a second skin. No, it feels like a grease ball on my face. Apply with a cosmetic sponge or fingertips. So it did say sponge. I didn't apply it with my fingertips because my fingers are warm and it would melt the product more. So I felt it was just going to be a lot more greasier. If this colored area is still visible, reapply and allow. Oh gosh, no, allow to set. I have tried setting this thing with just leaving it on my face, spraying different setting sprays, they not work. And what I also hate, and I was speaking to Shoma about this, is that if I have to touch anybody or hug anybody, it transfers. Like if my face touches against you, it is going to transfer. Look, I don't know if you guys can see. Let me get a tissue. I just wiped in the middle of my face because it felt so greasy, right? That's the transfer. Every time you blot your face, you're taking off foundation. And this is, okay, you want to know what I was doing? This is while I was doing the video, I was blotting my face. Can you see how much? And if I blot more, I'm going to get more product off. So it transfers. I hate heat. I've used so many other foundations that don't transfer like this. You will see I look matte now, and then in a couple minutes I will start getting greasy. Once I sweat, it slips. Don't like it. Don't recommend this for oily skin individuals like myself. Oily combination. It's really good for full coverage. That's my 2 cents. I know I'm going on rambling now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thumbs up it for lots of ramble. Until my next video. Bye.